This is the second time I'm filming this video. Hopefully, it'll be the last. Hello everybody and welcome back to another adventure in beautifying. My name's Amanda and today I'm telling you about my crazy ass fucking roommate. So psycho roommate stories are a really niche, interesting, but kind of large subgenre of the YouTube landscape of Storytime stories. And like most people, I have also had one. Yeah, my old college roommate fucking stole my car, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. So, we open senior year of college. I live in a 4-bedroom townhouse with 2 of my best friends. We had lived in the townhouse our junior year as well, but one of the roommates was moving out and we needed to fill up a spot. Now, junior year, we asked literally everybody we've ever met in our entire lives if they knew anybody at all that needed a room, because we did not want to get stuck with a rando. Our efforts proved fruitless, so our leasing office had to set us up with a roommate. Now, they claim that you fill out fucking roommate evaluations and they set you up with people that they feel would best suit you, but it's fucking bullshit and nobody cares about your well-being. So don't ever do that. Always vet your roommates before you get the leasing office involved. That is my overarching, that's the fucking takeaway from this story, all right? Is don't move in with somebody that your leasing office has set you up with, all right? Because it will not go down. They are you might luck out, but you also might not. So it's the end of junior year and we need to fill a room, and our leasing office tells us that they have this candidate, they feel like she'd be a good fit. For the sake of this story, I don't know why I'm giving her any amount of respect at all, but for the sake of this story, I'm gonna call her Janice, all right? Because Janice is fucking crazy, and if she finds me, she might come after me and kill me. So Janice was 18 years old and wasn't going to the college that we all went to. She was going to a community college about 20 minutes down the road. But she wanted to live in our housing development because her boyfriend lived there. So initially we all thought that was kind of weird. That was an interesting thing, because everybody in this housing development, everybody pretty much in that town, it was a college town, and the college was the college that we went to, the big school. So it was a little weird to get a young girl who was going to a community college moving into off-campus housing. It was a strange situation all around. But we met her at Starbucks. She seemed okay to normal, It was what it was. We weren't gonna find anybody, so we were like, that's fine. We won't really be home anyway. It shouldn't be a big deal. So senior year is fully underway, and we're all living under this roof, and the three of us are like, we should really try and make Janice feel welcome, It's the first time she ever moved away from home. It's kind of weird to move away from your parents. So we tried to include her in everything that we possibly could. We brought her out to dinners, we got her coffee, we would try and have roommate nights. We weren't being weird, we weren't being invasive. We just wanted to make her feel comfortable. So we did it for a couple weeks, but at the end of the day, she wasn't having it, and we really weren't vibing with her. It was what it was, so we kind of stopped making an effort at that point. A couple months go by, and we're slowly starting to realize that some of our food is going missing. Now, we were a really chill house, but the one rule that we had was don't eat our food. Everybody in the house had separate food from one another, and you had to pretty much get fucking written ass permission for anybody to give away any of their food. We were slowly starting to realize that bits of our food were going missing, a couple snacks here and there and whatever. I didn't really think anything of it. In my cases, I was just oh, I probably ate it, But my roommates were something's up. We knew it wasn't the 3 of us because we had lived with each other before and we didn't really have these kinds of issues that much. So we knew it wasn't us. And instead of confronting her in person, we all decided that it would be best to send her a group text. Big disclaimer, I do not recommend this move. It is very passive, and you're not gonna get anything accomplished, and you're not gonna know if someone's fucking lying to you via text message. It's not gonna happen. So we send her this text message and Janice is not having it. She goes from 0 to 100 in like 5 seconds and is like,
how dare you assume that I would do that? I would never do that. It's the one rule you have. I'm a vegan. I wouldn't even eat your food. I also have an eating disorder, so like I don't even eat, and when I do eat, it's plants. So I don't know why you would accuse me of such a thing.
Like, she was getting so mad and angry. I wish I still had these text messages, but they're gone forever. Just like her fucking dumbass face. So that was the response we got, and we all kind of felt guilty. We all felt bad for her. We didn't want to trigger any eating disorders. We didn't know she was vegan. My roommate Sadie and myself, we happened to be in the house and she came home and we ended up apologizing to her. That's right, we apologized to her. And as you will see probably in other stories that I tell on this channel, apologizing for stuff I did not fucking do was like a common theme in my life. It still is, honestly. Like, I can't even lie to you. Like, I still have issues with it. But anyway, we apologized to her. She's like, it's fine. Then later that week, I see her in the kitchen with her boyfriend, and they're cooking each other steak. Not one steak, 2 fucking steaks. Now, I don't know about you, but pretty fucking sure the body of a cow is not vegan. But that's just me. That's just me, I don't know. So that's the first fucking lie we caught her in, right? Months go by, it's like the following semester, our food's still going missing, but we're kind of just letting it happen at this point, which is, again, not a fucking move I recommend. Next semester rolls around and my roommates are starting to notice that their stuff is going missing. Sadie's workout clothes were slowly dwindling down to like 1 pair of leggings. My other roommate, Veronica, like her cardigans were going missing and just like work clothes in general were just disappearing. And when they confronted me about it, I was like, none of my stuff is really missing. Well, I did misplace a candle and I can't seem to find my spare car key, but I don't know, I probably just misplaced it. So it wasn't that I didn't believe them, but I kind of was just like, you probably misplaced it, is really the mindset that I had. I didn't really see it as like an imminent threat to our living situation. Well, slowly but surely more and more of their items were going missing. Now we were starting to hit jewelry, all right? Now we were starting to hit the more valuable items, right? And still none of my stuff had really gone missing. However, I was noticing that I would park my car at night and the next morning I'd wake up and it would be in a slightly different spot than where I parked it. But I kind of thought I was, going crazy. It was senior year, I was going through it, like I was just stressed. Like, I don't remember, maybe I just didn't remember where I parked my car. I ignored all of the signs. So it's the end of senior year and we're all fed up with it at this point. We all just want to get out of Dodge. We want to graduate, we want to leave this apartment, we're done, right? It's graduation day and we're having a party at our apartment and we have a ton of people. We have all of our families are there, we have friends there and their families. Our house is fucking packed, right? And it's pouring outside. Our graduation day, it poured. So everybody had umbrellas and they left them, a lot of them left their umbrellas outside of our apartment. And we're like halfway through the party and Janice and her boyfriend walk into the house and I noticed that Janice has an umbrella. But I didn't really think anything of it. It was raining. I kind of just assumed the umbrella was hers. Why at this point that I assumed anything she owned was hers, I don't know, but I did. So we're all having this party. Janice goes upstairs, gets some stuff, walks downstairs with her boyfriend and leaves the apartment. We're having this party and Veronica's aunt walks outside of, I think it was her aunt. Somebody in Veronica's family walked outside to get their umbrella and they were like, my umbrella is missing. And everybody in the room was like, what did it look like? And so her family member was describing the umbrella and we were all like, that seems very similar to the umbrella that Janice walked in with. So since all of our families knew about this story because we literally couldn't stop talking about it, but they all kind of were like, it's probably not happening. Like, you guys probably are just misplacing things. But Veronica's dad was like, let's just see. Let's just take a look. So Veronica's aunt or stepmother and her dad walk upstairs, go into room, and find the umbrella just laying on the floor, just right in plain sight. And it was her umbrella. Everybody in the house is like, I can't believe she would openly steal right in front of us. Like, how insane is that? Like, all of this stuff. And looking back on it, I'm like, I totally know why she stole in front of us, because she fucking did for months. Stole right in front of our eyes, you know? So she figured she could just fucking do whatever she wanted because there were no repercussions for her actions. We all talk about it, everything goes down, but the party dies down and the guests leave. Now, unfortunately, I was not there for this part of the story, which is so upsetting. But what my roommates tell me went down is we had Sadie, Veronica, and our mutual friend Joy all hanging out at the apartment with like Sadie's brother and sister and a couple of Joy's brothers, and they're all just chilling at the house. We've been drinking all day, and Joy comes up with the most brilliant of brilliant ideas. She's like, you guys need to go into her room and see if other stuff is lying about. And now Veronica and Sadie were like, we don't want to do that. That's really like, that's invasive and whatever. And Joy's like, she has been stealing from you for months. There's proof now. You can go into her room. The three of them go upstairs into Janice's room, and they find so much of our stuff. They found a candle of mine that she stole months prior. The bitch had burned it. They found jewelry, they found clothing, they found so much stuff was just lying in plain sight in this bitch's room. And Joy's brothers see Janice out the window, and so they're yelling like, Mayday, Mayday, get down! And they, my three friends apparently run down the stairs, clearly in a huff. Janice walks in the door, goes upstairs, and clearly notices that her room has been rummaged through and she has been found out. She goes upstairs, packs a bag, locks her bedroom door, and leaves. Never to be seen again. We never ran into her again. We've brought it up with our leasing department like multiple times, and they really didn't do jack shit to help us. But to be honest, like, it's kind of like, what can they do? But they also didn't really do anything. So it was just a frustrating situation all around. Now, I didn't notice that she had stolen my car really until I was packing up my room a week later. I did it in kind of a rush, but it all happened in one day. I put all of my stuff in boxes, and I was going through my drawer, and I noticed that I never packed my spare key. So all of those times that I thought my car was parked in a different place, that's because it fucking was! It was parked in a different place because she stole my car! She stole my fucking car! Are you serious? Oh my, it was just fucking insane. I never found the spare key. My car had just been taken on joyrides to wherever the fuck she wanted to go. You know, just thinking about it like makes me so angry, because there were so many times where we could have confronted her, and so many times where we could have done something, and we could have gone through her room, and we could have figured it out sooner, and we never did. And my advice to you is, if something feels fishy, it probably fucking is, all right? Do your due diligence. Make sure you don't end up with a fucking crazy random ass roommate. Try your hardest to find not a crazy person to live with, number one. Number two, if you think something fishy is going on, go and find out for yourself, all right? It's scary, it's confrontational. You're probably right. Your instincts are probably definitely right. And there you have it, guys. That is my crazy roommate story. Leave down below what your crazy roommate stories are. I want to know. Please don't let me feel alone. Like and subscribe to this channel if you're into this kind of content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!